He's showing you how much he cares about you. Imagine if this was post having a baby and recovery from surgery. Or heaven forbid cancer treatment. He has shown you just how caring and supportive he will be. You need to be back home with your own friends and family. I guess the only thing to say is I'm very sorry you're going through this. When the tooth scare is over, you'll have all the information you need to do what you need to do. I can't imagine having a partner who behaves like this. No, that is not unreasonable at all. He should be at home with you. My partner just spent 6 hours with me in the ER. We've been together a year and a half. Your BF should have come home. I'm incredibly sorry. I'm guessing you spend time on here enough to see other posts from women whose posts say something along the lines of my male so is doing insert horrible, inexcusable behavior here. Am I unreasonable to ask him to try to be a bit better? If this were one of your female friends or family members in this relationship, what would you tell them? Would you want him to stay with him? Be kind to yourself too. 3 days of care is nothing. He chose to get drunk with other women. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. He prefers his socials over being with his so when she is in a medical risky situation. Definitely not my type of relation. He gambled your life for the reward of going out for drinks with people he sees all day every day. The moment I realize a guy doesn't care about my well-being was always the death knell for that relationship. What he did is absolutely fucked. I thought it was common decency to at least keep an eye on anyone you live with who's currently dealing with a medical issue like that. My mom had surgery a month ago, and I tried to take care of her and most of the chores so she wouldn't have to do all the work while healing. But your boyfriend couldn't even stay home with you for one evening. I was in exactly this place a year into my relationship, when he brought me home days after an emergency appendectomy and just dropped me off at the front gate. It doesn't get better. Decide you are worth more and don't waste any more of your life with someone who doesn't care. Edit X. He's definitely an ex, but it too way too long to leave. After the wife had her wisdom teeth removed, I spent days helping change gauze, checking her temp, feeding her when needed. You shouldn't have to ask these things. I apologize in advance if this seems harsh. But if he loved you, he would not want to be anywhere but by your side in this situation. Making sure you don't die or suffer needlessly when he can play nurse. You know I'm right. Nobody needs a social life when their 4-year-long partner is potentially has a chance of dying. I'd be completely reconsidering this relationship at this point. He's given you a glimpse into your future should you ever develop a lifelong illness or injury. To him, his unnecessary needs come before your health life. You are not wrong. Though men are not expected to stay as much. My partner had cancer, and I was taking care of her. I had many people say that I didn't have to and that I could just leave if I was having a hard time. It's super weird. No way. Even without the whole chance you might die thing. Any decent fellow would at least offer to cancel his plans, especially those particular plans unamused to look after you. Please don't have children with this man. I'm just gonna throw it out there that I've had roommates, even male ones, who did more to care for me after a surgery than your 4-year partner. Yikes. I'm sorry you're dealing with this. I don't think you're unreasonable at all here. I have no advice to offer except to maybe just tell him how you feel about this. If you haven't already, I wish you a speedy recovery. I'm having a very minor and routine surgery tomorrow morning. My husband is choosing to sit there for 3 hours waiting in the office because he didn't like the doctor's attitude last time and wants to be sure he's nearby in case something happens. As if he'd be able to help. But he wants to be there anyway. The people who care about you want to make sure you're safe. Not fuck off with their friends so you can deal with it yourself. Time to cut your losses. If this serious an infection doesn't keep him home to care for you, this man will never be there for you. You moved to be close to his family, but it hasn't gained you any family support. Get out before you end up tethered to him by kids, and/or he leaves you for someone else when he hits his midlife crisis. This is like criminal negligence. I am just gonna say I get why you asked this question. I empathize with it. But I would just say, ask more for yourself. You deserve to have a partner who will come early from work and sit by your side all evening and night to make sure you're all right. This is not an unreasonable ask. Just love yourself more to know you deserve that. Heart.